Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Crypto Wall Street. There's a heart behind me. It's not because we're going to talk about love today, or we're going to talk a little bit about love. We're going to talk about an artificial, blockchain-based dating app. Incredible. It was Valentine's Day yesterday. I did not celebrate it. A lot of you probably did. Maybe, maybe not. If not, this app is going to help you have a Valentine's Day for next year, that's for sure. Anyway, welcome. Just to clarify some things here, I got a number of requests or a number of feedback inquiries from you guys when I talked about the ICO focus I'm going to add on my channel here last week. Here's the thing, I am going to continue review coins, also give you undervalued coins as well, my so-called cheetahs. The undervalued coins will suddenly come up. It's not that, oh, I choose to give it now. The coins are existing for a number of period of time. They are undervalued for a number of days or weeks or whatever until they are found by others. So sometimes they just come up, you realize, okay, this is undervalued, I'm going to publish it as well to you. So the weekly reports will have weekly updates about the markets, what's going on in the market, which ICOs is coming out. There's also going to be reviews of regular coins as always. So please stay tuned here. It is important to stay current. And here's the thing, even if you are an American and it's harder for you, there are ways around it. It is harder for you to invest in ICOs. I personally think it is good to understand and know which ICOs are coming out, which companies are coming into the market. It gives you a sense of what's actually going on and where the market is heading as well. It gives you a better understanding of the market as an investor. To clarify what I mean about the ICOs and why I am focusing a little bit more on ICOs, let me just show you the returns you can make on ICOs right here. So take a look at this ICO stats website, which is an ICO performance tracker, simply tracking the growth of ICOs since they launched the ICO. And this is fantastic. So I've just taken the most recent ICO growth here, and just from looking at that, this is from middle of October last year. It's only a few months here. 597%. There's 148% here since September. 500%. See here, August, 2100%, you got your money back 21 times. There's one here, Niblio, you got money back 95 times. There's some money to be made here. Oh my SCO, you got your money back 62 times. So there's definitely some money to get here from investing in ICOs. So if you're in the US, there is something to be said for you if you find a way around to invest in ICOs, because as you see here, there's a lot of potential in it. I understand there are also a lot of them that are losing money, that are going to zero, but it is like everything else in this investment world. The higher risk, the higher return. It goes together. Another cool thing to do here, just to go a little nuts, you can click on the change. And what we see here, I understand this is from 2013, but still it's over 1,000,000% return. Okay, so that means you got your money back 14,260 times. That's just incredible. And even here from 2015, 475,000%. Just unbelievable. There is a lot of money to be made in ICOs. There's no way around it. I understand it is more risky. It is harder to find out which ones are actually real, which ones are not, and which ones are fake, and which ones are just scams. We've seen a lot of those as well. However, as I mentioned before, the higher risk, the higher the return. Isn't it just incredible how much money? It's unbelievable the amount of money you can make from investing in ICOs. I do understand, I completely understand that there's a higher risk involved, but as with everything in investing, cryptos, bonds, junk bonds, penny stocks, whatever it is, VC projects, the higher risk, the higher return, the higher potential return. That's how it is. It's a universal concept. Accept it. I understand it is riskier. If you don't like ICOs, stay away from them. But there are a lot of money to be made from that, and it gives you a good understanding as well. So I would definitely stay current on those things as well. Now to the sexy, exotic part, dating. Viola is a dating app, and we're going to talk about it right now. They call themselves AI. Artificial intelligence dating app. It's interesting. Let's see how it works right now. Before getting started, I just want to show you this here. Go to coinmarketcap.com and take a look at this. We are up to 1,530 different cryptocurrencies. It's unbelievable. And whoa, look at this market cap, 471 billion. Let's just take a look at this. Very interesting. So today we are here at $471 billion. Let's see, last time we were at that level. It was around December 12th. So we are on the way back. The market is recovering here. We need to have some confidence in the market, create some hype, be enthusiastic and excited for it, because we're on the way back here. And there's no doubt, no reason to be skeptic anymore. Also, Bitcoin is almost back at 10,000. Ethereum is also it's getting closer to 1,000. Ripple moved above $1 per coin, so that is unbelievable. But ladies and gentlemen, this is what I wanted to show you. Viola, the first blockchain AI-driven marketplace for dating, courtship, and marriage. So let's see what they are actually solving of problems. World's smartest love AI, a powerful, lifelong AI love advisor, and AI-driven marketplace to create and sustain successful and happy relationship for all singles and couples. Wow, it sounds like this is just going to be the thing. If you haven't already seen their videos, please do so. It's just fantastic. It's like solving your all the problems in your life with this dating app here. It's just unbelievable. Please watch the video. It is lots of fun as well. I can't stop laughing. It's just hilarious how they're taking you through the whole process. I mean, literally you don't have to think about anything. So basically what this app does is that it's using artificial intelligence to match up you with people that are potentially good matches for you. And you don't even have to think about anything. So what this app is claiming to do is that it's actually finding the right match for you. It's booking the restaurant because you both, the app knows exactly what kind of food you like. It gives you the time to meet because it checks your calendar. Incredible. The other thing it does is that it's also putting a reminder up for you. So it's reminding you the day before you're going on the app. Besides that, it gives you a community you can ask about anything related to dating and a number of other things as well. It even reminds you of your anniversary day or other things related. It gives you the options to choose flowers. It gives you the options to which restaurants to choose. It gives you the time. It books everything. It's like you don't even have to think anymore. It's like if you're a robot, this is what you need. So the problems they're solving: lack of verification, unsuccessful matches, breach of trust. There's some valid points in this for sure, and this is what is facilitating. Apparently, it says increasing relationship vows. Okay, vows I think is pronounced. Diverse sources for advice, hesitation to seek help. Interesting. Another thing they do is introducing real ID verification. So apparently they are verifying your identity across different platforms. So Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, etc. I really like that. So it minimizes the risk of chatting with fake bogus users. I definitely support that. So Viola is actually built on top of another platform called LunchClick. So LunchClick is a dating app that gives you a new match every day at lunch. Very, very simple. You know, I like the name for it. It's very descriptive of what they're doing. So from this LunchClick platform, they collected a lot of information and data, which is what is creating the fundamentals for building Viola AI. So the story behind Viola, their mission here: change the world one relationship at a time. So apparently they simply want to help people get a date and make dating life much easier. I'm not too big of a fan of it, just personally. Nothing to do with the business model itself, but the reason I don't like it is because I think it's facilitating stupidity rather than intelligence. And the reason being that, you know, this is one of the intelligent apps that helps you do all the thinking for you. You don't have to think about which restaurant to go to. You don't have to look up the address. You don't have to remind yourself that you have a date. I mean, and here's the other thing: if you have a date, who the heck forgets going on that date? I mean, you should be excited for that date. And if you forget it, I don't think you should go on the date anyway, because then apparently you're not excited about it and you didn't even think about it, right? So, I mean, the app here makes life easier, I understand, but it's also taking all the thinking out of humans, and I don't like that. Roadmap here: so they launched LaunchClick in 2015, working on NLP algorithms. So they're building their algorithm here to match people based on all the data they have, and they're launching the ICO website. Started moving on, and apparently they are expecting by January 2020 to have targeted 25 million users, more than 25 million, on a global scale. Looking at the team here, Viola AI is built by established and proven team with combined more than 50 years of experience. Interesting. So let's see the CEO counter. Oh, Violet. Okay, Lim. Interesting. I wonder if there's any correlation between the name and her, and she's wearing a violet dress. Anyhow, they are a number of team members here, and you know they seem to be fairly experienced in their field of expertise for sure. Nothing really to mention here. Apparently, it seems like the whole internet has been talking about them. So CNN, CNBC, BCC, Forbes, The Business Times, Business Insider, Yahoo. Wow, it seems like this is going to be big, and their idea is apparently well accepted from a social presence perspective. Let's take a look at the white paper. Key essentials, their goals, market size. Oh, at least 800 billion. Interesting. In the video on the website, they said it's 120 billion dollar market. Okay, interesting. Well, I mean, I don't know. They just added some numbers. That's fine. Oh, so here's the background. Love and relationship challenges in the 21st century. Everyone has a universal desire to seek companionship and love. It's a universal need in human behavior. I agree. However, despite all the advancement in technology, the quality of dating and relationship has declined over the recent decades to record lows. So you point out some of the problems here. Lack of verification, that's true. Overfocus on meeting in the new world dating. I don't know what they mean by that. It doesn't really make sense reading this. Abuse of users' data and poor security. I agree. I don't think that's the reason for pure dating. Increased relationship challenges. I agree. I don't think that's just a human thing. That's a trend in our behavior in our modern times here. Confusion on which advice to follow. I completely agree, because everyone seems to be experts. When you ask all your friends about dating, etc., everyone seems to have the right answer. But looking at them, usually they don't have too much of a good record themselves from dating. So that's interesting. So here is the answer to your future date, the Varimax theorem. Da-da-da-da. This algorithm apparently is what is hooking you up with your right partner. Taking a look at the revenue share here, we see that roughly 90% will go to the expert, the merchant, while 10% will go to Viola, and actually 10% of the tokens will be burnt. They take that from the revenue. All in all, Viola here seems to be a fairly solid company for sure. They are based on previous working models and data they collected. So it's absolutely sure. I mean, I don't think there's any doubt about their existence and their credibility either. What I don't like about it is the whole concept that you don't have to think as a human when you date. I don't like it. But check out this video. It is just unbelievable. That was a review of Viola here. Here's the thing. It is a fundamental, stable ICO, and it's interesting that they are utilizing blockchain technology now. I'm like, of course, why not? And personally, I don't like the project. It doesn't mean the project isn't good, because I personally also think the project is good. And don't get confused now. Well, what does the guy mean? Does he like it or does he not? The project itself, the business model, the team, I'm sure it's going to have success. It's going to receive an amount of success, I'm absolutely sure. I don't think it's going to take over. I don't think they will have the 25 million users plus. I think there's a number of other big dating apps that are already being used that will continue to have monopoly on the market. However, never say never. You will never know, because this is apparently, the robotic dating app that's going to tell you exactly what to do. You don't have to think yourself. It's incredible. Again, watch the video if you haven't already. It's just hilarious that you don't have to do anything. It's reminding you of anniversary date. It's reminding you of where you can send flowers. It reminds you of which restaurant to go to. It sends you the address. You don't have to think yourself. It's fantastic if you're a stupid person. They call it artificial intelligence. I call it artificial stupidity. Don't think I'm arrogant. I am not. I just don't like projects and technology that's being used in a way that's taking our thought processes away more than it's already doing right now. Here's the thing, for example, here in Los Angeles, if you take the mobile phones away from millennials today, no one would ever be able to figure out how to get from point A to point B. 20 years ago, that would be different because we didn't use our phones constantly to figure out which way to go. So we don't have any, like, you know, skills of figuring out how to maneuver in a city, because we don't have to think about it, right? Taxi drivers today, Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, I bet you the majority of them, even though they've been driving for years in the same city, if you take the app away from them, you know, their ability to find out how to go from point A to point B in the city will be incredible bad. Not to say it in a bad way, it's just the way we are, the system's working, it's the way we are developed as humans. So I call it artificial stupidity, because you don't have to think about anything. The project is nice, fundamental, strong, I think. Do with it what you want. I wouldn't personally invest in it because I personally don't like it, and I only invest in things that I actually like and support as well. So apparently, no dating for me, and no Valentine. Anyhow, if you haven't already signed up for my weekly newsletter, please do so. It is being published either tomorrow, Friday, or on Saturday, with interesting stuff. And also, as I showed you at the market, the current market cap is $471 billion, excuse me. We are back to about December 12th. The market is rebounding here. It is a great opportunity right now because confidence is lacking. The market is going up, but we need the confidence and the enthusiasm and the excitement that we had in December. Once it's there, we're going to rock and roll. And by the way, just check out Ripple if you haven't already done that. They apparently made a little deal with Western Union Bank. Besides that, they also made a little deal with the Central Bank of the United Arab Emirates, UAE. So I think Ripple is moving forward, but the price is not moving forward that much either. More about that later. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so. There's my contact info below here, my Facebook group as well, my Twitter, and my weekly newsletter, which is coming out. Stay tuned and I'll see you around.